Peter Matthiessen, 1927 onwards. Born in New York City, Peter Matthiessen was educated at the Sorbonne and Yale University in 1950, and he moved to Paris where he helped found the literary magazine Paris Review. Later that same decade, he published Wildlife in America in 1959. It was the first of many such books. He would write on the disastrous effect of human beings upon the natural environment. For the next 4 decades, he explored similar themes in places as diverse as New Guinea, Siberia, Africa. In 1973, soon after the death of his wife, he traveled to India and Nepal looking for the rare and elusive snow leopard. The beautifully strange book he published subsequently, The Snow Leopard 1978, became something of a cult item. Matthiessen seemed to belong in it to both the great tradition of American transcendentalists reverential before Indian religion and philosophy, as well as to the more recent and troubled generation of American seekers of Eastern wisdom. He never saw a snow leopard. He wasn't admitted to the Buddhist monastery he badly wanted to see, but these disappointments were none then compensated for, it seems, by the exhilaration of a mind-emptied Zen style amid the Himalayan vastness of its usual Western concerns. Remarkably, for someone so seemingly self-absorbed, Matthiessen rarely missed anything in the world round him. These experts from the beginning of the snow leopard show him capable of both hard-edged celebration and lyrical meditation. From The Snow Leopard, September 28, at sunrise, the small expedition meets beneath a giant fig beyond Pokhara. Two white sahibs, 4 Sherpas, 14 porters. The Sherpas are of the famous mountain tribe of northeast Nepal near Namchi Bazar, whose men accompany the ascents of the great peaks. They are Buddhist herders who have come down in the recent centuries out of eastern Tibet. Sherpa is a Tibetan word for Easterner, and their language, culture, appearance all reflect Tibetan origin. One of the porters is also a Sherpa, and they are two are refugee Tibetans. The rest are of mixed Aryan and Mongol stock, mostly barefoot in ragged shorts or the big-seated Jodhpur-legged pants of India, wearing all manner of old vests and shawls and headgear. The porters speak over the tall wicker baskets. In addition to their own food and blankets, they must carry a load of up to 80 pounds, and that is pressed on their bent backs by a tump line round the forehead. And there is much testing and denunciation of the loads, together with shrill bargaining before any journey in these mountains can begin. Porters are mostly local men of uncertain occupation and unsteadfast habits, notorious for giving trouble. But it is also true that their toil is hard and wretchedly rewarded, about $1 a day. As a rule, they accompany an expedition for no more than a week away from home, after which they are replaced by others and the testing and denunciation start anew. Today, nearly 2 hours pass and the cloud have gathered before all 14 were mollified, and the tattered line sets up toward the west. We are glad to go. The edges of Pokhara might be tropical outskirts anywhere. Vacant children, listless adults, bent dogs, and thin chickens in a litter of sagging shacks and rubble, mud, weeds, stagnant ditches, bad sweet smells, vivid bright broken plastic bits, and dirty fruit peelings awaiting the carrion pig for want of better fare. Both pigs and dogs consume the human excrement that lies everywhere along the paths. In fair weather, all this flusk is tolerable, but now at the dreck end of the rainy season, the mire of life seems leached into the sallow skins of these thin wings. who squat and soap themselves and wring their clothes each morning in the rain puddles. Brown eyes observe us as we pass, confronted with the pain of Asia. One cannot look and cannot turn away. In India, human misery seems so pervasive that one takes in only stray details: a warped leg or a dead eye, a sick pariah dog eating withered grass, an ancient woman lifting a sari to move her shrunken bowels by the road. Yet in Varanasi there is hope of life that has been abandoned in such cities as Calcutta, which seem designed to the dead and dying in its gutters. Shiva dances in the spicy foods, in the exhilarated bells of the swarming bicycles, the angry bus horns, the chatter of the temple monkeys, the vermilion tikka dot on the women's foreheads, even in the scent of charred human flesh that pervades the hearts. The people smile. That is the greatest